So what are the important aspects for notes making? Now, normally you can need to go for skimming. So skimming and scanning are two different things. Scanning means you just go through it, scan it down. We are not robots, but we can understand a few aspects. Skimming means we just add what is needed. That's all. Skim it down. So notes making can have certain aspects like right now I'm trying to make a notes of my time because I need to finish it within a particular time. So if you put a suitable topic and a subtopic, from the subtopic we can reach out the point because I may not be needed to read or write everything that I see or hear or want. So we have something called a topic sentence, which is complement to the subtopic, the subheading. So once we have this thing, we can even add up and skim it down. We can look for the keywords. The keywords is something that rules the world today, whether we understand this or not. Because when you search something, you look for the keywords today. The hashtag and tags makes almost everything. So, so we need to keep the keywords sorted out so that we use them, and we can also use short forms when needed, but not everywhere, but in certain aspects to make the timing accurate and nice. We need to use that also. So that is one aspect of thing. So normally we cut down essay into a paragraph into a notes. So if you move from essay to paragraph to notes, we give a heading, then we go for a subheading. And then we have a topic sentence, and this topic sentence is followed by shorter sentences. These shorter sentences go with certain kind of keyword, and then the conclusion. So this is how it goes. So what are the other aspects? So where does it come from? The source. You can make a notes making out of a speech, book, essay, books. So the relevance is important of how you do that, how you look at it, how you add it. It is very important. The date of publication, the credential of this book, if you want to write something for that, is very important because you can understand what is the volume of work we are dealing with. We need to be very clear about our targeted audience for our notes, or the students, or the historians, or the, okay, everybody's a student. That one word will take me off. But other than that, how does it go? What is the vastness of the topic? These small but very important things need to be taken care. So once we get into these credentials and see how to do this, we will have our idea of how to do that. So we are looking for a cohesion. We are looking for a systematic, logical flow of thoughts and ideas, like a chronological way of looking at things. We need to look at it in that form. So we need to add things in that form. Without that, we will not be able to win it or take it or do anything about it. So we need to take care in that form. How to do this? Definitely up to us. So we need to be very clear in evaluating the sources. So what is the purpose of the source? How it comes? Why is this thing happening? All these aspects we need to look at ourselves and do it. Otherwise, we will not be successful. We need to look at certain other aspects also. When a source or info is given, we need to be aware how to evaluate it. Without doing that, how can we be successful? So we need to look at that potential also. Without that, we can't be in that form. And when we look for accuracy, we should be exactly clear because we need to be clear whether it is a fact or opinion. Notes go with the facts. But if you're writing your idea, then it is an opinion. So opinionated, or if you can take a side and look for it, your writing can be a piece of criticism that can be taken. But if you send it to somebody, you need to make sure they understand the notes because there should be a crystal clear difference between what is said, what is perceived, and how you react to that. So the action and reaction is a thin line, not a thin line, it's a very big line. So it needs to be understood by the people who are going to go through it in the next level. Without that, we won't be able to be successful with notes making. So let us see the other aspects of notes making also next. Thank you.